One of my people. First of all, I want to say God bless and one love. I hope all is well with everybody. I hope all of y'all continue to prosper, learn, and grow, and take heed to what's really going on out here. In Jesus Christ's name. Now, today, I'd like to speak to you all about questioning God. Okay? We cannot question God, period, about the things that He does. We can ask Him questions about how to do certain things, but we cannot question God, or criticize God and say, oh, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? No, we don't have the right to do that. None of us. Nobody on this earth. In Jesus Christ's name. Okay, first of all, we can look in. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 5. This says, as thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of God who maketh all. Amen. Meaning, there's a lot of things that we don't know about and we don't know why they happen that God does. Okay, that's just like a child with their parents. The child will not know why the parent does certain things. That's like the child won't know for a long time why the parent has to go out and work. You see what I'm saying? It takes a child years before they understand why the parent has to work and what they are working for. You see what I'm saying? They don't know that the parent is working to take care of them, to pay the bills, to make sure they have what they need. You see what I'm saying? They don't know that. All they know is that they don't see their parent for a certain amount of time. They don't know what the parent has to do in order to provide for them. You see what I'm saying? That's like us with God. We are God's children. We don't know what all He has to do to provide for us. You see what I'm saying? Or what all God goes through, what He puts up with because of us. Same thing with a child. That child doesn't know what all the parent has to go through in order to raise them the right way and bring them up the way that they should be brought up. That's the same thing with God. Same thing. What about all the stuff that God has to go through with us? As far as us being stubborn, rebellious, not listening to what He says. You see what I'm saying? He tells us to do one thing, we do something else. We are God's children, even though we grown. Period. All the changes that God has to make in order, you see what I'm saying, to make sure that we are taken care of and to make sure, you see what I'm saying, that we are loved. The compassion, you see what I'm saying? How we make God angry or we make Him sad. You see what I'm saying? Nobody really knows what God has to go through because a lot of people ain't taking the time to get to know Him. So of course, it's gonna be a lot of stuff that we don't understand. And even when you do know God, it's still things that you don't understand. Period. I'm gonna say it like this: if we knew what all, what I'm saying, God knows, our brain couldn't fathom it. We couldn't understand it, man. It would be too much for us to even grasp. It'd be too much. It'll drive you crazy. God is not human. Period. Supernatural being out of this world. You see what I'm saying? He's not like us. He doesn't move like us, walk like us, talk like us, think like us. Completely different being. So what I'm saying today is we need to let go and let God. Period. There are gonna be times when you don't understand what's going on. Period. No matter how far you get with God, no matter how much you learn, no matter how much knowledge, wisdom, understanding that you have, it's still gonna be times where you don't understand what's going on. And even then, that's what trusting God is about. We must let go and let God. Period. If you truly trust him and you know God, you know how loving he is, how compassionate he is, how faithful he is, how trusting he is. If you know that about God, you know that you don't have anything to worry about. And whatever God does, you know, he has done, he has done for a reason. There is nothing that he will do to hurt you. You see what I'm saying? Everything that he does is to help us, to be there for us, to love us, to provide for us. So if you know that, you know what I'm saying, just trust him. No, don't try to question him. Don't try to criticize people. Be talking about, oh, why would God do this and why would God do that? You won't want to know. Trust me. There's people that want to know certain things out here that dig a little bit too deep. That when they finally get to know what it is they want to know, they wish they wouldn't have found out. That's why God asked us, just trust him. Don't worry about what's going on. You don't need to know about this right now. Just let me take care of it. That's what God's asking us to do today. Just trust in him, period. Don't question him. Don't criticize them like a lot of other people do because they don't know God. Of course, people gonna question your actions or what you do and criticize you when they don't know you. That's what that shows you. That's what that should show us. That when people question and criticize God, they don't know God. Period. Because you shouldn't have no reason to question or criticize God at all when you know Him. You do that when you don't know Him. Period. So get to know God. Period. Have that real relationship with him. And I ain't just talking about reading no Bible. Reading the Bible is great. You need that. You need that, but you need a real deep, intimate relationship with God. You need to pray. You see what I'm saying? Ask him to speak to you. Talk to him. Get to know him. Let him show you who he really is. Deeply. And then you'll truly trust in God. And you won't have no questions, no doubts, none of that. You'll know who he really is. And what he's about and what he's doing. So once again, my people, God bless. One love. Have faith. Keep your eyes on God. Keep your head up. Reach for the stars. There's no telling how far you'll be able to get with God. He does make the impossible possible. In Jesus Christ's name. Amen.